Hello guys, welcome to this video. Anybody who's been following along with my channel knows that I tore my ACL and had surgery just over 10 weeks ago now. So I've achieved full flexion and extension, and the next phase in rehab is building the foundations of my muscles within my leg, as well as creating stability within the knee so I can get back to sports. In this video, what I'm gonna do is bring you a great workout for stability and strength within your knee. Or keep in mind, I'm about 10 weeks, so always don't go beyond your limits because it's only gonna hurt yourself and your progress. Also, another quick disclaimer is that I'm not a physiotherapist. These are exercises suggested by my physiotherapist, but always listen to your professionals you're dealing with to make sure that you're following the right program for you. So keep that in mind, and let's get into it and start building some strength back in our legs. Let's go. Alright, so the first thing you'd want to do with any workout is a proper warm-up. So for what I've been doing, especially since my injury, is warming up my legs with the foam roller. And the proper way to foam roll is to give attention to each muscle within your leg, and if you do feel any sensitive spots, you want to work that spot out so that you can get rid of any imbalances within your legs, and then provide yourself a better opportunity and a better environment within your legs for your static and dynamic stretches to follow. So for this, I'm just going to spend about 5 minutes giving attention to all the muscles within my leg to then go into static stretching. One thing to keep in mind, guys, is if you did get a hamstring graft like I did, you're gonna have a lot of tender spots within the leg where the graft was taken from. So that this is pretty painful right now, but it's gonna help me have a better workout. Alright, so now that we've done our foam rolling, the next thing we're going to move into in our preparation process for the workout is some static stretching. So for this one, it's just your basic stretches. So first we're just going to do a toe touch to target our hamstrings here. So you just want to get a good pull from your hamstrings and hold it for 20 seconds. Next we're going to do a quad stretch. Again, you want to feel a good pull in the front of your knee and hold again for 20 seconds each leg. And then the final stretch is a calf stretch, so very similar to the toe touches, but for here you want to feel the pull through your calves. So what you do is you pull down your feet and feel it through the calves. You want to hold this again for 20 seconds. Repeat each of these 3 times. Alright, so now that we've done our rolling and our static stretching, the next thing I like to do to warm up is some dynamic stretching. So these are just going to be movements to get your heart rate up as well as provide a stretch, and there's a lot of exaggerated movements. So the first one I like to do is just an exaggerated single leg high knee. So for here, it's just a controlled movement. Boom, remember to pull your knee to the ceiling, 10 each leg. And then you can reverse the movement, just going backwards now. Exact same thing, stand the balls of your feet. Exaggerated movement, 10 each leg again, then on to the next one. The next thing I like to do is what I like to call picking the daisies. So for here, it's just a great stretch for your hamstring as well as your calf. You want to leave one foot in front, go down, pick the daisies. Nice, slow, feel a good stretch, and then repeat with the other leg. 10 each leg. So the third and final dynamic stretch that I'm going to do for this exercise is work on your hip flexors here. So what we're going to do is similar to the high knee. You're going to open one leg up, and this time you're going to open up your hips. So you want to make sure to exaggerate that movement because we're working on your flexibility within your hips as well as your stability on your off leg. So again, 10 each leg, slow controlled movement. You don't want to risk injury yourself, so it's got to be slow and all in control. 10 each leg, and then into the workout. Alright, so now that we're moving into the actual exercise portion, so we're going to be getting a little more stress in your muscles here. Again, all these movements, I will teach you how to do them properly so that you're not risking injury and you're getting the most benefit out of them. So the first one, I have a mat right here, but you don't need a mat to achieve this exercise. So if you don't have a mat around, it's all good. So what these are going to be called is triangle lunges. So for here, what we're going to be doing is a nice slow controlled lunge up. Again, one thing to keep in mind here, as you can see, is when you bring the lunge forward, you do not want your knees to come over your toes. You also want to keep a nice sound structure within your lower leg right here. This is gonna create a good foundation and allow you to achieve the proper movement. So it's here, explode up, nice control, and then makes the triangle is we're gonna reverse, go back the other way. Remember the foundations that I said before. Come back up, and then to the side, and back up. And the thing to remember when you're doing these exercises is if you feel any pain within your knee, either alter the exercise or don't do it at all, because the whole point of this exercise is for recovery. So if you're putting pressure on your graft, you're defeating the purpose. So just wait a bit and wait until you can actually do this properly and safely. So like I said, you're doing this. It's a nice sound structure. Up, reverse, up, side, up. So you're gonna do 10 clockwise and then 10 counterclockwise. All right, so the next exercise we're gonna do, you're gonna need either a light weight, either a kettlebell or a dumbbell, and a Bosu ball. So for here, what they're gonna be called is Bosu ball rotations or twists, whatever you wanna call them. So for here, you're getting on both legs, and then you want a slight bend in the knee to start activating the muscles within your legs, as well as the stabilizing muscles within your knee. Then you're gonna use your weight and rotate it around your body. Slow and controlled, 10 clockwise. Again, keeping the slight bend in your knee. You wanna work your muscles and make your knee work to stay stabilized. This is gonna help you recover and get back to feeling more comfortable doing more strenuous things and playing sports. So 10 one way, and then 10 the other way. So next we're going to move into a great fundamental strength building exercise, the front squat. At this point in our development, we don't have a ton of strength or stability within our knee, so you want to make sure to perform this exercise with a lightweight barbell. So for here, what we're going to do is clean it up and then decide our grip from there. You can either do it with your wrists activated like this, but I'm going to prefer to cross the arms and do it this way. And then when deciding on our stance, you want about a shoulder width apart with your feet angled slightly outward, as you can see here. And then one key thing to remember when you're performing the squat, you want to bring your butt and your hips back to make sure that your knees are not coming over your toes and creating more stress on the graft than needs to be. So it's here, bring your hips back and explode up, squeezing the glutes. When deciding on how deep to go within your squat, it's totally specific to you, so make sure to follow the instructions of your physiotherapist and never do what causes you pain, only do what feels comfortable. So understand that this is supposed to build strength and not risk injury. So it's here, explode up, squeeze the glutes. See, this is about as deep as I can go before I start to feel tension on the graft, so this is as far as I'm gonna go. Explode up, and then you're gonna repeat the movement for 10 times, 3 sets of 10. All right, so next movement, as I catch my breath here, is a single leg pistol squat with a bit of weight. So for here, I'm gonna use the same kettlebell I was using for the twist earlier. For here, you just want a strong foundation with whatever leg you're gonna be using. Lift one leg, and then again with depth, it's only what feels comfortable for you. So never push yourself too hard, don't put stress on the graft, and get a step back. So for here, it's very slow control, about here and up. So it's not a huge range of motion here. Down, working on your balance, up. So now I'll show you, this is my surgically operated leg. So again, slow, right about here, up. Not a huge range of motion. Down, working on my balance, up. If you need to take breaks, take them when necessary. So you don't want to put too much stress on yourself that you're risking injury again, because this whole point is to build stability, not risk injury. Remember that. So for this, both legs, 10 reps each, 3 sets total.
For the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go, 'cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club.
performing the pistol squats, the same fundamentals apply from the front squat. Is you want to make sure that you're bringing your hips back when you dip into the movement, so that you're not putting your knee over your toes, putting stress on the improper muscles and on your graft. So make sure your hips are back so that we're working on the intended muscle groups. All right, so the last exercise in the workout is going to be a stability training exercise. So for here, we're gonna do single leg toe taps, is what we're gonna call them. So it's here, you wanna have the foundation with whichever leg is your off leg, and then you stretch out without touching down, and then hold for 1-2 counts, back, back, 1-2 counts. See, we're working on stability here. It's gonna feel awkward in front, and repeat the 3 movements 10 times each leg. Hold for 1-2, back, out front, 1-2, back, back, 1-2, up. And if you're finding this too difficult, you can touch your toe. It will make it a little bit easier and make it a little less difficult to balance. So keep that in mind. If it's just a little too difficult, try tapping your toes. So do 10 rotations on each leg for 3 sets repeated. So when going through those workouts, guys, you want to make sure to do it 3 sets of 10 reps for each movement. And when it comes down to rest times, you want to do whatever you feel you have to do. It's better to take the time, recuperate, and do the form properly, because that's what priority number 1 is form. What we're doing this is try to build the strength, rebuild the foundation within our knee, so we can expedite our recovery time and get back to sports as fast as possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I apologize if you don't have access to a gym. In the next coming weeks, I will be bringing you a workout video that requires no equipment whatsoever, strictly bodyweight exercises, so keep an eye out for that. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm gassed from this workout. I'm sure you guys will be too. You'll feel it in your legs, and it'll get you closer and back to doing what you want to do, doing what you love. So subscribe to my channel. Check out my website for any fitness and diet training. I can make a customized workout plan for any even injuries that you may have. I can accommodate those, so be sure to check it out. bhlfitness.com. Smash the like button if you like the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all soon. Cheers.